Bengaluru rains. That seems to have really added to the misery of people. Day on day, rains in the city seem to be intensifying, and the last 24 hours has been havoc. In fact, if I could add as my opening statement here, condolences to the family of the one lady, a 35-year-old IT employee who's died in Bengaluru city owing to a wall collapse after this heavy downpour. I'm going to take you through some images that's brought Bengaluru to its knees. It's not even monsoons yet, and here we're looking at Bengaluru coming to an absolute standstill. Work from home has now been advised for IT employees largely, and mostly all sectors have been advised to stay at home and work if not absolutely necessary. Schools have now also moved classes online. A yellow alert has currently come into effect, and one can only imagine this is not even monsoons. What could happen in Bengaluru, Karnataka's capital, the IT city, when monsoons actually hit. This is pre-monsoon rains. I wouldn't even call it showers anymore. And here's the wreckage. Bangalore rains that has completely exposed its poor, dilapidated infrastructure. In fact, Bengaluru woke up to this image, right? The start of the day, one of the heaviest spells of rain this year. A late-night thunderstorm that unleashed chaos, uprooting several trees, flooding tech parks, paralyzing morning traffic entirely. The downpour was packed with strong winds, we hear, knocked down several trees, as I did show you, especially around Cubbon Park, where branches carpeted the entire road, blocked vehicular movement as well. Of course, it was cleared out quickly, but the damage was done. Major junctions across north and east Bengaluru resembled rivers. Waterlogging crippled peak hour traffic. One bout of rain and Bengaluru completely stops. Traffic moves at a snail's pace, even maybe slower, forcing emergency teams, BBMP personnel, all to wade through that debris. Even if they want to get and attend to an emergency situation, it's tough for the same rescue and relief officials. Now, the Silk Board Metro stretch bore the brunt, completely inundated, choking one of the city's busiest transit points, turning its arterial roads into streams. Here's what DK Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, had to say.
We had more than 210 important points which has to be cleared. After I took over as the Bangalore City Minister, I think almost 62 places we have just cleared. Still 42 places are there. In that, 20 we have been still left. 24 has been on the cards. We are just taking up. We know the concern of the Bangalore and the importance of Bangalore. We will sort out all the problems. We are there. My entire team is on the foot, all the places. They are working hard.
All right, when we're looking at the administration fighting through these tense situations, very tragic news that's coming to light. One lady, a 35-year-old IT employee in Mahadevapura zone, has died after a compound wall in that software company collapsed. In fact, this is some exclusive image that we've managed to procure. This is the wall that's collapsed while the lady was inside. She seems to be part of the admin team of that IT company, and she was inside when the rains hit and an entire wall collapsed of that software company. Now, the building reportedly had no clearance for 7 stories to be constructed. In fact, it had clearance only for four floors. They went on to construct another additional 3 floors, a glaring violation there, I would say, of the building laws. And more importantly, the question here is who gave clearances? How was there no check or actual inspection by the authorities? Very same civic body who gave this building a clearance to build 4 floors. When the building construction was happening, why did they not check that this was an absolute violation? And here you have one life gone.
Right now we've come across the sad news that one person has died. We're getting more information, but the situation with regards to we expecting more casualties is something very grim. I hope that we don't find any more casualties like this. But yes, the wall collapse at that particular place was the reason why this thing has happened.
Grim reminder of the city's neglected lakes. We saw Bellandur's toxic foam that was back. Let me take you through some of the images. Nearly a decade since it last formed. In fact, we saw foaming that happened right in the surface of the lake. Now, much after a decade, we're looking at similar scenes that's been witnessed. Literally froth on the roads. Experts blame unchecked chemical dumping and civic negligence there.
What I'm going to show you is something that the city is seeing after 10 years. Yes, you're right. The froth that is getting accumulated here at this particular spot at the Belandur Lake is something that has come back again after 10 years. We had seen this 10 years back, huge clouds of froth flying across Belandur Lake, and since then we had not seen it accumulate. But right now we are seeing it again accumulate at this very spot after 10 years, and this is after 2 days of heavy rainfall, and all because of the chemical that is flowing. The current place where I am is the Yamlur Bridge, which is the connecting point from the water that surfaces from the Belandur Lake and then connects to the Vartur Lake. And this very spot had caught fire 10 years back, and the same froth had caught fire 10 years back. And now again you're seeing this after 10 years. So it gives you a sign that some things don't change. Let me speak to Manju. He's an activist who's been working here for quite some time. Manju, 10 years back we had seen this. Yes, now we are seeing it again. What does this mean?
So it's really too bad, and we are very sad because we are the residents of this lake, this village. After 10 years, we thought complete our picture will be changed in the lake. But this fog, what we are seeing is completely, it's a chemical, because across this lake, so many factories and so many apartments are there.
All right, imagine this is Bengaluru before monsoons have even begun. I can only imagine what lies ahead there.